Well, hello there, welcome back to the channel. It's Richard here, outdoor photographer on the east coast of Ireland, and I'm currently in Malahide, and today I'm testing out my brand new camera, Sony A7R V. Chuffed. So I'm going to give you my initial thoughts, so let's get into it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my dream camera, the Sony A7R V. I'm going to go through the reasons why I bit the bullet and went ahead and bought the camera. I'll give you my very initial thoughts, my first day out, my first time using the camera out and about. And at the end of the video, I'm going to come back to the office and I'm going to check if my current computer can handle the large file sizes that come out of this camera. It's been a worry of mine. So let's find out together whether my computer can handle it or whether it explodes. Okay, I suppose I should better talk a bit about why I got this camera, this wonderful camera. Well, I've been shooting photography now really with a passion for about, I'd say 6 years, and up until now I've had the same camera. I've been shooting with the Sony A7 III, which is just a fantastic camera, and I've really enjoyed using it. And it's been great. It's what really got me into photography, and what, you know, I used to have an old Canon DSLR way back in the day, and then I switched to mirrorless, obviously, with the Sony A7 III, and I've loved using it. It's just been great, and it served me really well. And you know, it's been lacking a few things for me over the last year or two, and obviously the Sony A7 V has been out for a couple of years, and I've seen it, and I went, oh my God, that just looks amazing. But I mean, I'm not a pro photographer. I don't make money from this. I'm a passionate amateur, like many photographers, and you know, obviously there's this huge cost associated with this camera, and I hemmed and hawed about it, and I was thinking about getting it, I don't know, before Christmas, and then I kind of said, no, I might hold off in case the A7R VI comes out, which I'm sure will do it in probably the next couple of months. But even I had it in my head that I might wait for that. But basically what happened was there's a big trip I have planned coming up in June, which I shall tell you about in a future video, something I'm really looking forward to. And I really only put that plan together in the last couple of weeks to do this trip. And at the same time, it coincided with a sale. Sony had a winter sale on, there's 10% off this camera. So I just said, feck it, I'll bite the bullet now or never. So no, I went ahead and got the camera. So the features that really interest me in this camera and why I really got it, and the main one would be the megapixels. And I know there's going to be lots of people watching this, and there's millions of videos online and photographers talk about that you don't need the megapixels. And they're right, you don't. I'm not going to be printing anything that's going on a bus or on the side of a building. So I don't need the 61 megapixels. But what I do want the 61 megapixels for is for cropping. I am going to crop, and I'm going to love using the crop that the 61 megapixels is going to give me. Like, just to be able to even use this in APS-C, which you know, the image comes out as 1.5 times crop. You know, it boosts your obviously your focal length will get this 50% boost. But the photos that come out of the camera will still be 30 megapixels, which is, bear in mind, my A7 III was a 24 megapixel camera, which was great, and I did crop on it. So, you know, but I mean, I'd always kind of crop sparingly. I wouldn't go crazy on it, but I can go crazy with this thing. So that's the main reason why I got this. This is one of the main reasons, but that's probably the tippity top main reason why I got it. And the next reason I got it is for the improved focusing system. It's something that focusing and nailing focus is something I struggle with at times. I'm sure, like many people, I've taken shots and I've looked back and got, you know, damn, I haven't nailed the focus on that. So, like the A7 III was great, and I had like lots of features on it to help you nail the focus. But obviously, this is, you know, 5-6 years on down the line. This camera just offers way more benefits and help when it comes to nailing that focus. So that was another huge reason I went for it. It's just that assistance when it comes to focusing and nailing focus more consistently and on my shots it's really important. So that's another reason why I went for it. And like, I'm already just today, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I've played around with. I actually played around with the bird eye focus feature on it there. Not that I shoot too many birds, but there was a bunch of geese there earlier on. Played around with that, and it seemed to work really well. I was catching the eyes, and so that's great. And obviously, I'm taking a few landscape shots here. Nothing special. There won't be any bangers in today's video because I'm a bit distracted with my new toy. But yeah, I'm really enjoying using the focus system on the A7R V here. It's great. And even when I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos before setting up customizing the camera, which customization you can do, and this is just nuts. So obviously I went through a bunch of YouTube videos and got a few hints and tips along the way. And there's a feature in this, and I don't know if it's in the A7 III because I never used it, but it's cracking. So I can set my, I have it set up so when I preview my image, the preview will show me where I was focusing on. So on a glance, I can check the back of the display here and get and see the image I've taken, and I can see the little green box exactly around where the focus is. So that is, I'm already, I mean, on the 10 or 20 shots I've taken today so far, I absolutely love that. It's brilliant because, you know, I don't have to wait till I go home and stick it in Lightroom, or I don't have to zoom in and pixel peep on the display here. I can see pretty much straight away where the focus point on that image was. So that is such a powerful feature. And like I said, I don't know if it is on the A7 III. I'm sure it's on previous generation, maybe the A7 IV. I'm sure the A7R V is not the first one to get it, but it's the first time I've used it, and it's great. And so yeah, I'm absolutely loving that. And I mean, the other things I've noticed, like I said, I'm only been out an hour or two here. It's a beautiful day here in Malahide, absolutely cracking. Camera's slightly heavier than my previous one. I knew that when I got it. It's about 100 grams, but you can feel I can feel the extra weight, but it's not a big deal at all. But it is heavier. The grip is much more chunky. It's a much better grip on the front of the camera here, so I really like that. I'm using an L bracket that I took off the A7 III, which seems to be compatible with this, which is great. Next reason I got this, probably third on the list, is this screen. It's fantastic. I'm sure you've all seen videos and seen people mention it. This flippy out screen. I'm not going to show it to you. Oh, I'll show it to you. But it seems I'm so happy with it. But obviously, you've got the screen here flips out this way, and you can flip it around that way, and you know, I can do that with it, and that's just going to be so helpful. So yeah, I really love that screen, and then there's the resolution on it. I mean, it is noticeable. I mean, I can really see the difference in the resolution on the back of this screen. I mean, I think it's, I don't know if it's, I think it's 3 or 4 times the resolution as the A7 III. So, I mean, that's cracking. And then the EVF resolution on that, again, is bumped up 2 or 3 times from the A7 III. So, for me, that's brilliant. I mean, unfortunately, I'm stuck wearing glasses these last couple of years, and it's the vein in my life. I hate them so I'm you know, glasses are on and off all the time, and I have to review my photos. Like, luckily enough, I don't need them when I'm sticking my eye in the eyepiece. But yeah, a bump on the screen, brightness, the screen resolution, the EVF brightness and resolution, all of that's going to help me big time. And yeah, the other features, initial thoughts as well. Sony have stuck on one of their awful eye cups. I hate the eye cups on the Sony cameras. I hated the one on the A7 III, so I changed it out within a couple of months. So the A7R V one, it's exactly the same. It's too shallow. I mean, it's not comfy to stick your head against it. So I have a new eye cup on order, so I haven't got it on yet, but I'm sure once I get it, that's that issue solved. But yeah, I don't know what it is with Sony, and I don't know if it's just me, but like I said, I've 2 cameras now, and their eye cups are terrible. They're just not comfy. Another feature that I, again, really loved, and I hadn't even really thought about this one too much until I got the camera, is like I've already spoken about the customization on this thing. The dials here, there's an extra dial on this, which is not on my previous camera, this dial here, and you can customize that to whatever you want. And there's only one thing you're going to put there, and it's the ISO. So it's just fantastic. I love it. There's no more flapping around here with this little dial here to change my ISO. I can just change my ISO here like I can my aperture and like I can my shutter speed. So that's just fantastic. It's brilliant. Again, it's just it'll speed things up, make things quicker as I go along. So absolutely love that. Can't complain. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm just really, really happy, and I'm very, very lucky. And yeah, I'm just chuffed to have it. The other feature, again, sorry, I'm just admiring it here. The stabilization, the steady shot features on this. Again, it's got a bump from my previous camera. It was 5 stops, I think, of stabilization. I think it's 8.5 on this. So again, like for me, I do a lot of handheld shots, and even for my landscape, I mean, I hate using tripods. I mean, I will use them when I have to do a long exposure or anything like that, but a lot of the stuff I do is handheld. Vast majority, but a lot of the time I'm using this lens, which I've spoken about before, the 50-400. I mean, I love it. But so this extra stabilization, it's just going to be a game changer. I think it's just going to, you know, help me nail shots, keep them sharp, and you know, shoot at slower shutter speeds and handheld with more confidence. So yeah, really loving it so far. Okay, that's me done here in Malahide. I know I didn't get out and about and take too many shots of this beautiful little seaside town, but I will come back another day. I was just interested in playing with my new camera and telling you about it. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to shoot off home. I've yet to stick this card into the camera and into Lightroom, so I've no idea how my computer is going to react. So I'll show you that. I'm sure we'll see if my computer is going to explode with the size of these 61 megabyte shots, or whether it'll handle it or not. So let's head back to the office. Okay, I'm back in the office now, right? I'm going to keep this part of the video short and sweet. What I want to do is to see how my computer handles the files coming out of this A7R V. I haven't uploaded anything onto Lightroom yet. Haven't tested it out. I have no idea. Hoping the computer can handle it. But what I'll do is I'll throw up the specs of my computer so you can compare against something that you might have. I'm using the Dell XPS. It's a pretty decent laptop. I got it about 3 years ago, so it was fairly high end when I got it. Obviously it's 3 years old now, but I've found no problems with it. It's got about 32 gig of RAM, and I can expand that if need be. So I'll throw those specs up. You can have a look, compare them to what you have. The SD cards that I'm using, that I use today, it's not the right SD card for the job. I'm waiting on ones to come in from Amazon. So I've just used my old SanDisk ones from the A7 III, and these are V30, which, you know, are too slow really for a camera of this type. They did the job today, but I expect this to be a slow write speed. So let's throw it in, and what I'll do is I'm going to copy it onto my SSD drive. That's my normal workflow. I'll stick the SD card into the laptop, and I'll copy it from there straight onto an SD card. So I'll do that, and I might time it and see how long it takes. Okay, so I've thrown up on the screen here, you can see all the files that are in the card. So I'll just see how many I took today. 164. I didn't think I took 164 images, but apparently I did. So let's have a quick look, see what size this is. 164 images are coming out at almost 17 gigs. So I'm going to move those files from the card onto my SSD. So let's just see how long this takes. So I'm going to hit Control C and Control V. Here we go. I expect it'll take a while, so I'll fast forward this bit. Well, there we go, we're complete. So took 4 minutes. That's all right. Doesn't bother me at all. 4 minutes. It'll be quicker on a faster card. Like I said, I'm using a V30 card. I've ordered V60, so it should be increased transfer speed, and then we can go. Maybe V90 is what I need. I don't know. This camera can take the CF Express, which there's no way I'm getting. I think if you're maybe a portrait photographer or I don't know, sports photographer or something like that, you might want to be taking that. Obviously, that'll give you faster buffer speeds and all that, but I don't need that. So that's that done. Now I'm going to load up. Lightroom, and I'm going to see how long the import into Lightroom takes. So I have Lightroom ready to go here. I suspect this will take a while, but I generally, when I import my photos into Lightroom, I go make a cup of tea anyway. So let's see what this is like. I'm going to hit import and I'll start the timer now. Okay, it's finished. 3 minutes 42. That's not bad at all. I'm impressed. So that laptop had no problem importing these files. It wasn't slow at all, really. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I might just have a quick look at one of them and see what it looks like. Here we go. Okay, this shot here. Let's have a look. Hit develop. No lag at all. Everything's working fine here. Let's have a. Well, I mean, obviously, hit auto. No lag, reset, do a quick edit on this. You can have me watch me do a quick edit. So drop my blacks a bit, up my whites up a little bit, shadows, drop the highlights. I don't know, vibrance, looks fairly vibrant as it is. We drop saturation just a tad. And yeah, I mean, let's have a look at this shot now in its glory. So I'm zoomed right in there at really far, and yeah, obviously I haven't edited this shot at all. I have no idea, I haven't really even looked at it yet, but just from a demonstration point of view, editing it doesn't seem to be any issues here at all. So, you know, that was a big fear of mine. Obviously, would my laptop handle the, you know, the image size? And from what I can see here, first test, no problem. So yeah, so hopefully that's of help to somebody out there. I mean, I know when I got it, there wasn't too many reviews of people actually editing on an existing computer that they had. So I was a bit nervous. I was thinking maybe I'd need more processing power, but look, I'm sure when it comes to using Photoshop and doing a few other things, it is going to be somewhat slower, but I mean, Lightroom's had no issues with this first image I've stuck up here, and yeah, I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that's it for the video. I mean, first day out, first time using this amazing camera. I'm using it actually to shoot the video here. First time shooting video on it. So yeah, I'm really happy. As you can tell, I have a big smile on my face, and I know there wasn't many shots in today's videos. It was more about the camera, more about my first time experience. But I hope somebody out there found it a bit useful. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, no problem. And like I said in my intro, I'm an outdoor photographer based in Ireland, and I like to do vlogs, tech reviews, and any tips I can give you. So if that sort of stuff interests you, please consider subscribing and check out some of these videos here. You might find them of interest. And look, if you got this far, thanks a million, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.